What's up, y'all? It's JP to the, you know me. I don't need no introduction to this. Instagram usually take a little time, y'all. That's what I'm usually waiting on. There we go. Instagram got to catch up a little bit, y'all. We back, y'all. I just did an interview with my guy. Shout out to Coach KP, the one and only, y'all. KP is like a mover and shaker in the automation industry, and I have a pretty decent relationship with him. And it was good to get him on our the come up series basically. So we just did an interview. It was more like we was kicking it, but it really was a come up interview. Shout out to Priscilla. She on here now. Priscilla, you need to text me. We need to talk, Priscilla. So I've been kind of busy. I've been doing a lot of nonprofit work the last couple weeks. So I haven't bothered you a lot. But Priscilla is on this live on Instagram and she needs to text me ASAP. We got work to do. Um, Dang, that's crazy. I'm going to Ohio, Cincinnati tomorrow for more nonprofit work. I've been doing a lot of nonprofit work lately and I love it. I love doing what I'm doing. I love making sure my community is good. And even though it's nonprofit work, they do pay me. I'm not gonna come in here in front like I'm just like it's just all for the kids and it ain't that. But I enjoy it. I actually enjoy it. It's a sector that I am very familiar with, being that I have been through so much in my life. But I love helping people and I'm hoping come October I can get a even better position within the nonprofit sector. But right now we eating, we traveling, we doing a lot of CVI work. That is community violence intervention work. Shout out to everybody that does CVI work within the city of Detroit. Shout out to my guy Phil Semple, my guy Sincere, uh, Dr. Cheryl Jones, and it's a bunch of people, y'all. Shout out to some of the guys that's like me that's done time and that's giving back to the community and actually giving their input. Shout out to Kirk McGirt, legend. Shout out to Apple. Shout out to Corn and Smoke and the S&B guys. It's a bunch of us, y'all. Like it's a lot of us. But we all working together. It's people from every different gang across the city, pretty much. Everybody is working together to help curve the violence within the city of Detroit. And we are doing a whole lot within our community. Um, it's not crime free, but a lot of the murders are down. The murder rate is down a lot. A lot of the crime rate is down a lot. Like we are really busting our butt to make the city of Detroit a lot better. And um we enjoy it. Like we really like we work together. We went to Lansing last week. I'm going to Cincinnati tomorrow. I'll be there till Sunday evening, Monday morning, and we just doing good work. And we trying to make sure that the youth and the people that's returning home from jail and the different people like that don't feel like they don't have any resources. I am a resource coordinator for Raham Incorporated. And that is my official title, but I have all types of resources depending on whatever you're going through, and that's what I'm doing. I'll be doing this probably for the rest of my life. Like I really enjoy this work and I enjoy learning more about this work. And I've been doing this for the past couple years basically, but really focusing on CVI work the last year. And it's been a great journey. And I've met a lot of great people in this last year. And we're going to continue to do this work and continue to make the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan a lot better. Um, it's been a while, y'all. It's been a while, but I'm back. This is not that live stream. This is the live stream that gets a little messy, right? This is the live stream where I get to talk about what I want to talk about. I did my business thing with KP on the last segment, but this segment here is all about what's going on in the world, and we're going to get back to it. Y'all ain't seen me in a while. I've been busy as hell, y'all. ain't gonna perp. But we need to get back to this. My marketing team is on my head and they are like they not taking over. And they're like, dog, you gotta make some content. They love your content, make content. So we gonna make content, y'all. And I promised a come up this week, and we got to come up. I do have to talk to Brandon Smith. Shout out to Brandon Smith at Star Factory. That's one of my guys. I am gonna try to get him on sometime next week. I may get Somalia on at Love and Digitals within the next week or two. We have like some really great entrepreneurs in the city, but if you are outside of the city of Detroit and you are an entrepreneur that's making waves, I don't want you starting up and don't have any real gain for people. I'm not knocking it, but if you are making 100,000, 200,000 or better, and you really have some game and you've been around for a while and you can enlighten, educate, and motivate some people with your story, then we need to tap in for the come up. Follow me on all social media, y'all. Before I go too crazy, I want y'all to follow me on all social media. My name is Jackpot or JP1. Some people call me Coach JP. Some people call me just JP. But on social media, I am chosen the number one in Jackpot. Chosen one Jackpot. You can see it on the ticker right there. Chosen one Jackpot. Follow me on all social media. Let's talk about it. I'm not going to be on here long. I'm tired. I wake up early. But I wanted to touch on this, y'all. It's been a crazy week with this Diddy trial. Like, it's been a really crazy week. And I'm going to be blunt. I'm going to be blunt, y'all. Um, we are under attack. I'm just being as blunt as I can be. The black male is under attack. That's as honest as I can be. Um, we are under attack in the home. We are under attack in the industry. We are under attack in the public eye. We have always been under attack, but it is magnified now. And this is a scary time for us. We've watched this happen over and over and over again. They did it to Michael Jackson. They did it to other celebrities, Mike Tyson, Tupac. If you look into some of these cases, you will see that a lot of these cases have no merit. I don't know Bill Cosby personally, but the attack on our superheroes is real. If you look at Bill Cosby's case, Bill Cosby was arrested, convicted, and sentenced for party drugs. Now, I'm not into drugging women and I'm not into um, doing anything uh, with a woman beyond, without her consent. That's some I don't want to like I got sisters. I don't want to be that guy, right? I don't want to say Cassie has no merit or the government has no merit in pursuing these charges against Puffy. But the government has no merit in pursuing these charges against Sean, P. Diddy, Puffy, Puff Daddy Combs. There is no merit. Puffy is a freakazoid, and that is clear. The man is a freakazoid, and it's nothing that it's nothing that we could like nothing we can use to dispel that. The Puffy a freakazoid. Puffy is a stone cold freak. But so is Cassie. So is Cassie. And she can be a victim now because it's beneficial to her to be a victim. But today, a lot of text messages were made public, and it really didn't seem it really didn't seem like Cassie was doing things beyond what she wanted to do. It didn't seem like she was held against her will. It didn't seem like she was that uncomfortable the way she portrayed or they portray her to be. From the text messages, it seems like she was a willing participant in these freak offs. That's what it appears from the text messages and everything that's involved in this case right now, that she was a willing participant. Now, these types of things come with all types of emotions and all types of mental things, and you may go home and you may feel like, am I really this type of person? You may feel like that. But to have this man on trial, yeah, they both freaky as hell, Jeter. But to have this man on trial, fighting for his life, for his legacy, for his career, for the right to raise his children, is crazy because he is a freak. That's crazy. That this man has to go and spend years of his life in a prison fighting a case because he is stone cold freak. Was he wrong for what he did to her in the hotel? Yes, he was wrong. It's a domestic violence case. It's not a federal case. He may have beat her down other times. It's a domestic violence case. It's definitely a domestic violence case. And domestic violence cases are handled in an entirely different court. But Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy Combs is on trial fighting for his life in a federal court. And the charges that they have against him are so heinous that you are waiting for something to come out and say, oh man, this is a very bad man. He a freaky man. Definitely a freakazoid. But nothing really came out other than being physical, with Cassie and being verbally abusive and things like that. I'm not trying to minimize what he did with putting his hands on her or being verbally abusive and doing all of that. But what that is a state case, and it's probably like some of this stuff is misdemeanor-ish. Some of these things will actually get you assault case that he may have gotten probation and uh anger management and something like that for, but you wouldn't be in a federal courtroom fighting for his life with these crazy ass sexual charges. I'm looking for the words, y'all. I'm a little tired, but I'm looking for the words because it's crazy that we actually go about our day and think that Puffy did so wrong and Puffy. Some people are gonna, like, when I clip this up, some people are gonna make the biggest issues out of what I'm saying because y'all don't understand where I'm coming from. They are snatching our heroes away from us, and y'all don't get it. I am not the biggest Puffy fan. I am not the biggest uh R. Kelly. Well, I may be one of the biggest R. Kelly fans. And R. Kelly's super freaky too. And his charges kind of match the crime a little better. But with Puffy, these charges do not match the crimes that they are charging him with. If you go look up the crimes that they are charging him with, you could see that this has been like a movie. Like they did not have anything in the beginning and they start talking about baby oil. They had 100 bottles of baby oil and what? So what? When did baby oil become illegal? When, right? When did baby oil become illegal? When did whatever you do in your bedroom, right? You got people that's my dogs. You got cuckolds. People do this regularly. Like people pay people to have sex with their wives or their husbands or whatever. And people do this regularly. And none of those people are in jail fighting for their life with these heinous charges. Like anything sexual is deviant and heinous. Cassie is up there making a spectacle without trying. She's pregnant. Her husband is in the courtroom. Oh my God. He has to hear how horrible his wife is. She is a freak. Excuse me. She a freak, y'all. It just is what it is, man. And I'm not blaming her for her situation, but you a freak. You knew Puffy was a freak when you start dealing with him. You really enjoyed the freak offs. Young Miami probably did too. I don't know her whole situation, but y'all know what's going on. It's an old cat with some bread, like long bread, and he freaky in a mug, and you knew that. Anyway, you knew that anyway. If you did know that, you had the option of getting the hell away from him and going about your business, and you decided to stay because it wasn't a one-off situation. This is years of freak parties and freak offs. At some point, you could go to the authorities. At some point, you could do whatever. And at this point, it's like a money grab. It's a money grab. And he tried to pay her off and still ended up in court with her in the witness stand. And that's what they doing, y'all. And no matter what they so far, I don't know what other evidence. It's the same thing I went through with the Big Meech thing. I'm just telling you, with what's being presented to us at this point, that man is not guilty of any of those charges that they're charging him with. They should have gave him a domestic violence case in whatever state that he put his hands on that woman in that video. And that's about it. A little bit about Tory Lanez, y'all. Tory Lanez is doing a lot better. Shout out to Tory Lanez. This is another case of us being attacked, right? I talk about us being attacked, and I want y'all to understand exactly where I'm coming from. The black male, especially the powerful black men, are being attacked. Tory Lanez was definitely attacked. I do not feel like he's guilty. Um, that's just my opinion. I feel like um, Meg and her friend got into it and some things happened, and Tory a scapegoat. I always felt like that. I always felt like some things happened that he couldn't control, and different things, right? Different things. Um, they happen because you have teams behind you. So celebrities have all these teams behind them. So if your team tell you, look, don't say this, say that. Most people trust their teams, whether it's their legal team, their management team, their financial team. People trust their teams. That's what they pay them for. And this could have been a case where the situation was a little ugly and they felt like the Tory Lanez thing would give it more push and it got bigger and was like, now you got to stick to this story. And that's what I feel like happened with this particular case. That's what I feel like happened. Tory Lanez was stabbed multiple times and he had punctured lungs and all kind of things. And he was on a breathing machine for a little while, just a few hours, but he made it out safely. Prison is a very, very, very dangerous place, y'all. It's a very dangerous place, especially for somebody that's 5 foot nothing. And I'm just glad that he is making a full recovery because I don't feel like it's a place that he need to be. I'm not oh, let's go women for women's rights, but I am definitely for the black men, and we are being attacked. Breezy, this won't be a long live. I told myself 20 to 30 minutes. Breezy, the Prince of R&B, y'all. I like that. I like that for Breezy. Y'all try to take away a lot of credit from Breezy for what happened with Rihanna. Breezy was wrong. Breezy was wrong for that. See, I'm not taking the sides of these abusers. Breezy was wrong, but y'all cannot deny his talent. The boy rap, sing, dance, act, triple threat, quadruple threat. You cannot deny his talent. And once again, they are snatching our heroes away from us. Chris Brown is now, well, they basically charged him with beating up a music producer in the UK in 2023. I don't know the statute of limitations, but I'm guessing it's kind of close. But they are saying that Breezy beat the security guard, I mean the music producer, up with a bottle a couple years ago, and they are pressing charges on Breezy. And it's crazy, bro. You can walk around um for 2 years and then they pull you back in. So it's just a little crazy, y'all. That's the craziest thing to me. 2 years later, they charging the man. Now it may be other court dates and different things that he went to in between then, so he probably knew it was coming. But it's still pretty crazy. All right, y'all. That's enough for tonight. I'm tired, as y'all can see. This is my second live. I went live for like an hour and something with my guy, Coach KP, and we had a great conversation. But I want to touch base with y'all about these situations, and that's what I did. I will go live again next week. I'm traveling this week. Next weekend, I will do a lot longer live for y'all during the day, because I got certain people like Jackpot. I'll be sleep early because I work such and such and I do this. So I'm definitely gonna do something during the day next weekend. Until then, I'll see y'all later.